Please. One second, sir. All right. Round of applause.
Down center. I'm here. Yeah, ma'am, here. Yeah, ma'am, here.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, ma'am, yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am, center. Yeah, ma'am, center. Yeah, ma'am, here. Yeah, ma'am, here. Yeah, ma'am, center. भैया जी यहाँ पे Yeah, ma'am, भैया जी यहाँ पे एक मिनट. Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
One second. Yeah, ma'am, आपके right. Yeah, ma'am, here. अभी हो गए. Yeah, ma'am, here. Thank you. Yeah, ma'am, here.
Yes, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause to Mirza. Thank you so much. Also, on this lovely dais, I need to say this health and nutrition. I think you guys need to put some more energy into the class. Alright, so moving on. Firstly, I would like to ask you, what are you doing to keep yourself so fit? I mean, it's unimaginable. It's beautiful. I don't know. You need to tell us what is your secret.
You know, it's thank you, Mr. Hira, for having me here. It's always a pleasure to be back to the Magna House, and Vinodni, thank you. I think what we've tried to do through this interview is emphasize on the fact that many of us think that beauty and fitness are just physical. And what we try to illustrate through example also is that it's not just physical. What you think you become, how you feel reflects in your health. Whether it's skin health or it is fitness. Of course, I work out regularly. I follow a nutritious diet. But I think the thing that has really changed my life has been meditation.
Okay.
And just spending half an hour a day in mindfulness makes a big difference. It just makes you deal with life better, and it also fills you with a sense of gratitude, because I think you just come to appreciate how much there is to be grateful for, and an attitude of gratitude makes you happy.
Wow. Anyway, so you spoke about how holistically you like to meditate and do all that. But when we come to the fitness side of it, what do? I mean, because you have a busy schedule, you're juggling so many roles, all at once.
You just fit it in. I mean, there's absolutely no excuse for not working out. I try my best to work out 6 days a week. It's a bad week if I manage just 4 workouts. So what I do is no matter how tired I am, no matter how long my day at work has been, no matter how far work has been, I make it a point to train.
Wow.
So the good thing is I have a very accommodative trainer who I can call literally 2 hours before and say, "Sir, can we train?" Or, "Sir, I'm running late, can we do it a little later?" And he very sweetly accommodates me. But I think there are enough times when all of us kind of just feel lazy. We don't want to do it and we don't feel like it. And it's about just pushing yourself a little harder on the day and say, "No, I'm going to do it." Endorphins are the most incredible things to happen to any human body. They fill you with so much joy and happiness because that's another thing, right? When you work out, the kind of high, the kind of energy that you feel, I don't think very few things can give you that.
Which is why what is a typical Diya Mirza day look like? I mean, because it's, very busy with a lot of stuff. That's why I want to know from you, how do you juggle so many roles?
Well, it starts early because as a woman, there are certain domestic responsibilities one cannot evade. I'm very blessed to have great help, but there are some things that I just like to do. I'm house proud. I really love to maintain a certain discipline in the home environment. So it starts with, of course, breakfast, most important meal of the day, supervising what's going to be cooked. I'm sure most women in the room will relate to that. It's a big dilemma, but now I've made that easy. So I do a monthly chart and it's up on the fridge so the domestic help can look at it and cook what they have to. But of course on a day there'll be special requests, so we need to get those done. Get ready and get to work. And work is sometimes at the Bonfree office relating to production. Some days it's on a film shoot, some days it's on an ad shoot, some days it's at a social cause.
Exactly.
Or an event that I'm driving, or something that I'm trying to get done, or it's meetings with writers, directors.
But after doing all of this, and then finding the time to work out, for I would not go to the gym. I would probably just choose to sleep,
There's so much. So when you're doing so much mind work through the day, you can actually feel a lot more depleted than when you're doing a physical job, which is like running around, because the mind does kind of take more away from you physically than. But really, it is mind over matter, and it's really on those days when you have to push yourself a little harder and think about the benefits of just going there and getting it done. So the mantra is get it done.
Okay. And how is
Just do it.
life after marriage? We all want to know now.
How do I look?
Extremely.
I'm told marriage suits me. I hear that a lot. Marriage suits you. And I'm like, what does that mean? Does that mean that my partner makes me look more beautiful? Or does that mean that I found a balance? I think it would mean that I found a balance. I really enjoy my relationship. It's one that has centered me, that has empowered me. I have a great partner in Sahil. We work together. Thank God we haven't killed each other yet. But there's a balance there, which I deeply, deeply appreciate.
But how strict are you with him in the house?
I think only as strict as he allows me to be. So there are days when I can get away with like acute firmness, and there are days when no amount of strictness works. So
you're a very smart operator in the
yeah,
house.
you have to be.
But okay, we're going to open it to the audience and see, who has any questions that you want to ask them.
Thank you all for being here.
There we have a question.
Hi, Diya.
Yeah, hi.
You said meditation changed your life. I want to know who introduced you to meditation, and under what circumstances you chose to start.
Meditation started in school. I went to a beautiful school that followed the philosophy of J. Krishnamurti in Hyderabad. So meditation was actually a part of school assembly. I think when something is such a integral part of your everyday life, you don't learn to appreciate it as much. It was when I started working in films and I stopped meditating because I thought I didn't have the time for it, that I discovered how important that was and how much of a life-changing ingredient it could be. And I got reintroduced to meditation with the Art of Living. I started practicing the Sudarshan Kriya, and that's how I kind of found that once again. Having said that, I think it's also life situations and experiences that kind of drive you in certain directions. I think losing my father at 22, I was just 22 or 23. I was juggling a lot of work pressure. I was doing multiple films, the media, just everything. There was just extraordinary pressure. And I think it's those moments in life that kind of push you inward and compel you to look beyond, you know, what is there.
Wow. Yeah.
Thank you.
या हेल्थ के लिए आपकी इंस्पिरेशन है कोई अगर बॉलीवुड में से अगर बात करें?
आजकल तो बहुत ज़्यादा हैं, बहुत सारे लोग हैं. आई थिंक अगर आप करीबी से देखेंगे तो ये एहसास होगा आपको कि हम लोग सब के बात के ये दिमाग में बात बैठ गई, हमें ये समझ आ गया कि हमारा जो काम है वो फिज़िकली और मेंटली इतना चैलेंजिंग है कि हमें अब हमारे सेहत का ख्याल रखना बहुत ज़रूरी है. वी कैनॉट अफोर्ड टू निगलेक्ट आवर हेल्थ. तो फिटनेस, आई मीन आई एम श्योर एक ज़माना था जब लोग सिर्फ मसल्स बनाने के लिए वर्कआउट करते थे, लेकिन अब सब वर्कआउट करते हैं क्योंकि वो सब चाहते हैं कि एक ऑप्टिमम हेल्थ हो सबका. यू नो, यू अदरवाइज यू फील डिप्लीटेड, यू डोंट फील गुड. काम अच्छे से नहीं होता, मज़ा नहीं आता काम में.
तो कोई फिटनेस एक्टर एक्ट्रेस बॉलीवुड?
Who's your inspiration?
You know, there are so many. I think, but I would like to mention people like Dino Moria, who I think were one of the first few people who took it beyond the gym. You know, kind of gave you the sense that there is a body that can be achieved in a very holistic manner where, you know, you're optimizing your health more than anything else. He kind of took fitness outdoors. And I love what he is doing with his open gym concept, जहाँ पे उन्होंने gyms हर जगह लगवाए हैं और लोगों को ये जो process है इसमें participate करने की कोशिश करवा रहे हैं. क्योंकि urban life में हम जो रोज़ाना ज़िंदगी में जो शहरों में लोग रहते हैं स्पेशली, जो फिज़िकल काम नहीं करते, जो डेस्क पे काम करते हैं या कोई ऐसे काम करते हैं जो अंदर आपको रखता है बहुत ज़्यादा. It's so important to go out and play. You know, workout should be play. Whether you play a sport or whether you hit the gym, the idea is to give your body that. I love how wide the eyes are and how closely you're paying attention to this. I hope this conversation inspires many of you to start working out. I really do, because it changes everything. Stop smiling.
Yeah.
You are active on the social front, so is it a conscious effort to build yourself as a brand?
No, it's never been a brand thing. You know, I don't perceive myself as a commodity. I'm an individual who has a heart that beats, and I'm an extremely emotional person. I deeply value this position that life has given me. You know, it's so amazing to be able to connect with people, to have the opportunity to reach out to so many people. Why would I not use that to make a difference? Also, I think very early in life, I was taught, and I deeply appreciate that now, is that there is no bigger ingredient to understanding your self-worth or getting a sense of well-being than making a difference. It really redefines life. And I think that, you know, there are many cultures and many places in the world where community service is a part of school curriculum. I know that my mother works in a rehabilitation center. She works with alcoholics and drug addicts. And I know how it's redefined her life. You know, the sense of purpose, the sense of optimism, the sense of... And purpose is the most important thing for any human being to have. You know, it just does so much for you.
Okay, I have a question. You know, in today's day and age, you know, when everyone's getting fitter, you know, I also read a certain excerpt in the interview where you said that, you know, you're completely against crash diets.
Yeah.
But, you know, there are certain people who have those kind of self-confidence issues.
There's
and,
no
you know,
quick fixes.
Correct, exactly.
You know, with health, there's no quick fix. And with especially, and that's what I always say, that we need to redefine our idea of fitness. Fitness is not about developing a body with muscles. It's about gaining strength. It's about making your core strong, your inner being strong. And crash diets don't help. They really don't. They just harm your body, and they're the worst thing for you to do.
So, I mean, if you have to say something to those people out there who have these self-confidence issues, you know, stuff like, you know, when they look in the mirror and they're not happy, however thin or however this thing they are, you know, it's just...
Which is why I say adopt an attitude of gratitude. It'll just make you a happier person. You know, I know it's an adage that has been overused, but it's so true. It is so true. I know that so many people are unhappy about little things in their life because they just are so removed from the extraordinary challenges that most others have. And working with people does that for you. It just kind of puts everything into perspective. You start feeling less sorry for yourself. You start becoming less indulgent. And I think you just start respecting your body and your mind and your space a little more.
Well,
what do you think about the recent behavior of the censor board, and as a producer, how do you plan to tackle this?
Well, we've all taken it up very effectively. I think it's a very important narrative in the course of Indian cinema. See, the thing is that it's not a censor board. It's a certification board, and I think somewhere along the way, most governments have had their directives and they've had their specific individuals that have kind of held that post. And in the middle of all of that, this narrative had gotten lost. And I'm very glad that this debate has resurfaced, because I hope that this debate will lead to institutional changes which are required. And the good thing is that I think more people now know that it's not a censor board but a certification board.
दिया, इसके अलावा पायरेसी को लेकर भी काफी बड़ा इशू चल रहा है, तो एज अ प्रोड्यूसर आप क्या सोचती हैं?
हमको चोरी करना बंद करना पड़ेगा बॉस. बंद करना पड़ेगा. ये जो लोग अब चोरी करके अपने मोबाइल पे फिल्में देखते हैं, घर पे फिल्में देखते हैं, प्लीज़ बंद कर दे, बिकॉज इट्स सो हार्मफुल टू द इंडस्ट्री. सो मेनी पीपल वर्क सो हार्ड. एंड इट रियली, देखो, एक तो द फैक्ट ऑफ द मैटर इज़ परसेप्शन में हम बहुत बड़ी इंडस्ट्री है, बट एक्चुअली हम बहुत छोटी इंडस्ट्री है. हमारा, यू नो, वी आर नेशनल, लाइक आर एनुअल earning or contribution to the national exchequer is probably the size of a small cottage industry. And so we might be very big in perception, but the fact is that we are a very small industry which has a core strength of a few lakhs of people, and their lives get really badly affected when जब आप उनकी फिल्में चोरी करते हैं. It's horrible. Yes.
What is your current
You're going to start working out now. Okay. My favorite workout is I really enjoy Pilates, and I really enjoy functional training because they're all core strengthening exercises. And I love kickboxing. Yesterday I discovered the hula hoop after school. Many years. My mother picked it up and she just went, yeah, it was so much fun. It's a great exercise.
how good are you at kickboxing?
I'm quite good.
Is Sahil scared?
No.
Yeah.
Hi. Well, there has been a demand for it, and it's been a beautiful narrative that has really engaged the audience and enriched people and motivated them. So I would actually like to traverse civilizations that are influenced by different rivers. So why not Brahmaputra?
Yeah, coming back to relationship, आपने कहा शादी ने काफी कुछ changes लाए आपने personally.
मैंने नहीं कहा, आपने कहा. हाँ.
Relationship change हो जाता है शादी के बाद.
किसने बोला यार? सही नहीं होता है.
Same ही होता है. ठीक है.
हाँ.
करीना ने recently जब उनसे पूछा गया था कि वो हॉलीवुड क्यों नहीं जा रही है प्रियंका की तरफ, तो उन्होंने कहा I am not ambitious as Priyanka, I want to settle down. Your take on it?
You know, we're trying so hard to break stereotypes. एक तो when women say, why do you ask us if we are settling down when we get married? I always ask this question. आप settle कब हो रहे हो? मैं 18 साल की उम्र में थी. जब मैंने पहले इंडस्ट्री ज्वाइन किया था, मुझे तब जर्नलिस्ट यही क्वेश्चन पूछते थे, और जितने साल तक मैंने शादी नहीं की थी उतने साल तक हर साल यही क्वेश्चन दोहराया जाता था, आप सेटल कब हो रही हैं? तो मैं उनसे पूछती थी, भैया 18 साल की उम्र में मैंने घर छोड़ा, अपना घर बनाया, मेरी आमदनी है, मैं कमाई करती हूँ, आई अर्न अ लाइवलीहुड, आई रन माई होम, I run my parents' home. I have responsibilities that are beautifully I'm handling. How much more settled do you want me to get? So I think the first thing is that this association of being married to being settled needs to be suspended completely, because it's utter rubbish. I think any individual who finds a clear sense of purpose, who's navigating their own course, who earns a livelihood, who has clear ambitions, who knows what they're making of their life and doing it responsibly is settled, okay, married or not. Secondly, I would say that yes, every individual has their own set of aspirations, their own set of idea of happiness, their own set of what gratifies them. And somebody is gratified being wonderful and awesome in India, great. Somebody wants to seek more power to them. I think what Priyanka and Deepika have achieved is extraordinary, and I celebrate their achievement. I think it's wonderful. But does that make what others do here less? No, not in the least.
Yes, we'll take.
I'm currently working on 3 film productions that we're producing at Bonfrey. And my first international Iranian film will be releasing in October, and I'm really looking forward to that. It was an extraordinary experience working with an industry that I have deeply admired and looked up to. And the person starring with me in the film is Iran's mega star, and the kind of love that has been showering my way from Iran has been really, really extraordinary. It's been a wonderful ride.
Yes. One last question.
Yes, hi.
So I think I'm a person who is very conscious about eating healthy.
I love food, and I love all kinds of food, and I think what I've managed to do is I eat everything but in small portions. So I eat desserts, I eat everything, unless I'm working towards a certain body type where I want this really flat stomach, then I'll avoid sweet things and carbohydrates after 7 in the evening for a period of time. But I live to eat, and no aim or goal can stop me from eating.
I have a question. How do you resist the biryani then?
I cook it, and I make it very well. So I am a complete foodie.
Okay. One last question we'll take, and then we'll close it for now.
One thing that you always include in your diet.
Fresh vegetable smoothies.
One thing that you don't.
Kareena.
Anyway, with this, I think we'll come to the end of this lovely. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for coming here. and great
Thank
to
you all
this
for
summer.
being here.
Please give a huge round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh. Oh, with the health.
You're going to start working out? Start working in health. You're like, how do you do this? Thank you so much. Thank you guys. I'll come back. Very happy birthday to you, Himesh Shamya. May you continue to shine, and more power to you.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank you.
Can I get a picture?